I saw this, I believe, a couple of days ago, and I don't agree with the order, but I think we'll probably agree on this list. So Kendrick Perkins had his top five point guards in the NBA list. Obviously, SGA one, Jalen Brunson two, Steph Curry three, Luka Doncic four, Cade five. So what do you guys think of Cade Cunningham being a talking point as a top five point guard in the NBA right now?
I mean, I think it's well deserved personally. I honestly haven't like I guess just thinking of the Pistons making this leap into being a playoff team, I've thought more about Cade personally on like where he stacks up against some of these other star guards in the East. And I mean, I could make an argument that Cade's been even better than Jalen Brunson and definitely more impactful on both ends of the floor. And you look at guys like Trae Young. Like Trae Young is one of two players who is averaging more assists per game than Cade this year. The other one's Nikola Jokic, but Trae doesn't play the defense that Cade does, and Cade just has this pace about him similar. I know he gets the Luka comparison a lot, and I think Luka's D-cell game is on a different level, but Cade has just been able to take over games, and that even in the loss to the Clippers where James Harden was going crazy, Cade had 37 and 10 and almost generated as many points as James Harden did. And the Pistons haven't really had a player like that who, if someone's going off for 50 points, like we've seen KD do at LCA, like Anthony Davis, you just can't keep up. And I mean, some of these the names on this list, I agree with it for the most part. And Shea is 100% deserving of number one here just because he's on another planet this season. And I don't think Cade is, I guess, at the level maybe that Luka and Steph were, but I'd argue that Cade has definitely had a better season than Jalen Brunson so far.
I would too. I mean, I think if I'm going to quibble with this 1 through 5 order here, right? Big Perk has the order at SGA, Brunson, Curry, Luka, and then Cade. I agree with the top 5. While you were talking, I was trying to figure who's missing from this.
Kyrie,
right? It's Trae Young, Kyrie. Probably maybe LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, that's the other one I was thinking about.
Darius Garland, Tyrese Halliburton. Those are the only names I could really come up with. I don't think I'd put any of those guys in there over functionally Jalen Brunson. If this is my list, it's SGA, Luka, Curry, Cade, Brunson, and then maybe Halliburton, there. But I think it is really cool just to have this being put in perspective, where you could draw a really solid line after Steph Curry there as kind of a, going back to the draft conversation, you want to do a tier break, right? You do a tier break here after 3. So you'd have SGA, Luka, Steph, and then the next best point guard in the NBA, I think it's Cade.
Yeah.
I think it's
which
Cade.
means we think he's the best point guard in the East.
Yes. I don't think there's an argument. It's the size.
Mm-hmm.
It's the size. I don't think there's an argument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah, I know. When this list came out, the order I don't agree with, but the players in this list I agree with. I think Luka at 4, whether even though he's had injuries. What the Lakers are doing right now was incredible. I still can't believe he's a Laker.
Yeah,
it still does not feel real. I don't get it. But I mean, you could have
somehow added Larry Bird. Part 2. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, people are making jokes that they're gonna trade, Kyrie Irving for a bag of chips next. It's just it's crazy.
No, they love him too much. But who knows?
Yeah,
Kyrie's
but
gonna strong arm him now too.
He has to.
Gonna be
he
insane.
He has all the leverage.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. You just see these viral pictures of Dirk Nowitzki high out of his mind, saying Nico probably would have traded him too. It's just man.
I'd believe after the Luka trade, anything is on the table.
Honestly, man. Like, then you get into the conspiracy theories where they want to move to Vegas because of the owner. It's like, that's where she made her fortune. It's just like, I'll just trade the best player. I don't care.
Yeah, they don't care about basketball, actually. What a mess, man. Like,
let's hang on though. Let's not get distracted by the Mavericks here. Can we just ask the question, how on earth did the Lakers keep doing this?
Yeah.
How does every like potentially number one player in the league somehow, some way end up in LA? Why?
Because they're the Lakers. Like, I have no better explanation than that.
But it's not always free agents, Blake.
I know.
People keep trading them to them. Like, I don't get it.
I don't get it. It's like Shaq when I was a kid. I mean, like, if you think about it, like, I can't name you a draft pick that the Lakers drafted and developed, and he's like their star. Like, outside of maybe like Magic Johnson and Kobe, like outside of that, it's just like, yeah, like they've got like a lot of star players. And like the only conspiracy
theory, is Lonzo Ball erasure, and I will not stand for it.
Shout out to Lonzo. The one thing that I had a subscriber actually email me, and like he was like tinfoil galaxy brain. He's like, think about it. You got the Celtics and Jason Tatum. They want Lakers Celtics NBA Finals to bring back that old rivalry from the 80s. They want those two, ratings go up as high as possible. But like, watch it be like Cavs Lakers in the finals, and the Cavs beat LeBron. Like, that would just be all-time storyline telling. Like, that would be hilarious.
You know what I actually would love though? Like, let's fully repeat history then. Let's get about 5-6 years here of Lakers Celtics, and all of a sudden Cade comes in and ruins the show with a couple of back-to-backs.
Yeah. Then hopefully the Bulls don't get whoever the next person
Unless
is.
Matas is Jordan, I don't think that's
they're so far off from that. But yeah, my mind went the same way with all like the Lakers Celtics trends here.
Yeah, it's honestly crazy. It like, it almost like that feels like a bad jersey swap seeing Luka in a Lakers jersey, but hey, man,
it's still weird, but it's so fun to watch. Like, I was up way too late last night watching the end of the Lakers Knicks game just because it's so and like the Lakers fan, like the atmosphere is just incredible off this like Luka trade. And I mean, the trade-off is vibes couldn't be any worse than they are in Dallas, but like this is definitely like invigorated the Lakers, which is crazy.
And can we now finally put to bed the whole like, oh, there's only one ball? Like, Luka and LeBron are thriving together right now. Let's just let that die.
Unreal.
Let that die.
Yeah, honestly, like, even as like a Piston fan, like I'm like tuning into these Lakers games just because it's just like the way that they're playing basketball right now. It's honestly crazy, and like that'd be so funny if like the Pistons spoil the Lakers championship and history repeats itself like that, and like they kind of build the dynasty
for the
that
third
way.
time. That would be amazing.
Like, honestly.